These are our top stories. Former Congress MP Sajjan Kumar gets life-term imprisonment in connection with the murders of two people during the anti-Sikh riots of the year 1984. Delhi government tables one CAG report on liquor policy in the Assembly. Other reports set to be tabled tomorrow. Delhi Assembly Speaker Vijender Gupta suspends 21 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs for 3 days starting from tomorrow for creating ruckus in the Assembly. Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister M.K. Stalin says the state is ready for another language war amidst tensions with the centre in the row over the national education policy. Karnataka Rakshana Vedike leaders and workers hold protests over ongoing tensions between pro-Kannada and pro-Marathi groups in Belagavi. Chances of survival for 8 people trapped in the tunnel debris in Telangana appear bleak amidst ongoing rescue operations. Rat miners begin rescue work. Amidst rumours of a rift with the Congress leadership, MP Shashi Tharoor posts a selfie with Union Minister Piyush Goyal and Britain's Secretary of State for Business and Trade, Jonathan Reynolds. Bollywood actress Preeti Zinta slams Congress Party's Kerala wing for spreading fake news about getting her loans written off and giving her social media accounts to the BJP. Seven Pakistani soldiers killed, 11 injured as Baloch rebels attack a convoy, destroying 11 vehicles in Kalat's Mangochar area. 21 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, including ex-Chief Minister Atishi, who is now leader of the opposition, were suspended from the Delhi State Assembly for the day. Delhi Speaker Vijender Gupta expelled the MLAs for raising slogans during the Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saksena's address. Veer Singh Dhingan, Mukesh Elawat, Chaudhry Zubair Ahmed, Anil Jha, Vishesh Ravi and Jarnail Singh are among the other Aam Aadmi Party leaders expelled from the Assembly. Led by Atishi, the ejected MLAs then sat outside the Delhi Assembly to continue their protests, waving placards and shouting slogans against the new BJP government. Now we have my colleague Deepak Bhadana joining us live from right outside the Delhi Assembly. Bhadana, another fiery day at the Delhi Assembly.
Well, Krishna, we all were expecting there. I mean, the signs were clear even yesterday. If you recall, right after the speaker had been elected, at the very first instance of the first assembly, the first session of the first assembly of the Vidhan Sabha, Atishi Barlena, the leader of the opposition, along with AAP's MLAs, had stepped into the well, demanding answers from the CM. At that very point, the speaker had warned them about maintaining the decorum of the house. Today, as the LG was present here, the AAP leaders again held a protest. While the BJP wanted to table the CAG reports that everybody has been waiting for and speaking about for a long time, AAP sought to distract or divert the attention to the alleged controversy around the removal of Baba Ambedkar's pictures from the CM's office. So what happened then was that 12 members of the Aam Aadmi Party, including the leader of the opposition, was suspended. Later on, it has come to light that 21 MLAs, including the leader of the opposition, have been suspended for for 3 days. They will now be allowed to come to the Vidhan Sabha on the 28th, thereby leaving the last day of this special 3-day session without any opposition to speak of. The only member of the opposition who has not been suspended is AAP MLA Amanatullah Khan, who has other legal problems to worry about. So this is how the Delhi Vidhan Sabha is working in its very first session. What we are seeing is a lot of back and forth between the two parties. Over to you.
A lot of back and forth. Badana, they're joining us with the latest from the Delhi Assembly. Thank you, Deepa. Now, the Assembly session of the new BJP government in Delhi started on a stormy note, with the BJP tabling one of the 14 CAG reports. Chief Minister Rekha Gupta tabled the report on the liquor scam in the Assembly.
आपकी अनुमति से राष्ट्रीय राजधानी क्षेत्र दिल्ली सरकार से संबंधित भारत के नियंत्रक एवं महालेखा परीक्षक का दिल्ली में शराब के विनियम और आपूर्ति पर निष्पादन लेखा परीक्षा प्रतिवेदन वर्ष 2024 का प्रतिवेदन संख्या नंबर 1 की प्रतियां सदन पटल पर प्रस्तुत करती हूं।
एक पार्ट हुआ है, एक सीएजी रिपोर्ट आई है, अभी बाकी सब बाकी है, तो आने वाले दिनों में और भी रिपोर्ट आने की पूरी संभावना है।
Now, the report said that the Delhi government suffered cumulative losses exceeding 2,000 crore rupees due to the now scrapped excise policy for liquor of the year 2021-22. That's largely due to a weak policy framework and deficient implementation, according to the report. The report has also pointed to violations in the licensing process. It stated that recommendations from an expert panel formed to suggest changes in the policy's formulation were ignored by then Deputy Chief Minister and Excise Minister Manish Sisodia. The report on the alleged liquor scam, which has been a major flashpoint in the run-up to the Delhi elections, estimated a revenue loss of over 940 crore rupees, attributing it to the failure to secure timely approvals for opening liquor vends in non-conforming municipal wards. Such areas do not adhere to land use norms permitting liquor vends. The audit observed that the Excise Department lost approximately 890 crore rupees due to surrendered licenses in these zones and its failure to initiate a re-tendering process. Further, the report flagged an additional revenue loss of 144 crore rupees, citing irregular grant of waivers to licensees due to COVID-related closures. Meanwhile, Leader of the opposition in the Delhi Assembly, Atishi, has defended the Aam Aadmi Party government's now scrapped Delhi liquor policy. Atishi said that the old excise policy encouraged corruption. She claimed that the old excise policy encouraged smuggling and black marketing.
आम आदमी पार्टी की दिल्ली सरकार ने बार बार उजागर किया कि किस तरह से ओल्ड एक्साइज पॉलिसी में ब्लैक मार्केटिंग हो रही थी, कि किस तरह से ओल्ड एक्साइज पॉलिसी में शराब के दाम को इन्फ्लेट किया जाता था, किस तरह से लिकर मैन्युफैक्चरर्स ज्यादा मुनाफा कमाते थे गलत दाम बताकर। आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार ने बार बार बताया कि किस तरह से ओल्ड एक्साइज पॉलिसी में हो रहे भ्रष्टाचार की वजह से, ब्रांड पुशिंग की वजह से लगातार हरियाणा से, यूपी से स्मगल होके शराब दिल्ली में आती रही। और आज आम आदमी पार्टी सरकार की इस बात पर सीएजी की इस रिपोर्ट ने मोहर लगा दी है कि ओल्ड एक्साइज पॉलिसी जो 2017 से 2021 तक चली, उसमें हर प्रकार का भ्रष्टाचार हुआ। क्या कहती है ये सीएजी रिपोर्ट? ये सीएजी रिपोर्ट बताती है कि भ्रष्टाचार दो तरीके से हो रहा था, कि कितनी शराब बेची जा रही थी उसमें भ्रष्टाचार था, क्योंकि जो पैसा सरकार के पास आता था वो हर बोतल के हिसाब से आता था। तो जो, और ये सब जानते हैं कि जो शराब बेचने वाले थे वो किस पार्टी से जुड़े हुए थे, किस पार्टी के लोग थे जिन्हें शराब के ठेके मिले हुए थे, किस पार्टी के लोग थे जिनको शराब बनाने के ठेके मिले हुए थे।
A Delhi court sentenced former Congress MP Sajjan Kumar to life imprisonment for the murder of two Sikh men during the 1984 anti-Sikh riots. Kumar was convicted on the 12th of February by Special Judge Kaveri Baveja of the Roos Avenue Court in the case involving the killings of Jaswant Singh and his son Tarundeep Singh in Delhi's Saraswati Vihar on the 1st of November 1984. The SIT, which was probing this case, alleged that Kumar had led a mob that burned alive the two men and destroyed and looted their houses, acting on his directions. Currently, Kumar is lodged in Tihar jail, where he is serving a life sentence handed down by the Delhi High Court in the year 2018 in a case related to the killings of 5 Sikhs in 1984 and the burning down of a Gurudwara. Seeking the death penalty for Kumar in the case, the prosecution, led by Additional Public Prosecutor Manish Rawat, submitted before the court. An incident of this nature breaks the entire fibre of trust and harmony amongst communities. Following this, Tihar jail submitted a medical report and a report on his conduct in prison. In sum, the judge considered mitigating circumstances and aggravating circumstances while deciding Kumar's sentence. Kumar was awarded the life imprisonment by the High Court in a case over the killing of 5 Sikhs in Rajnagar Part 1 area in Palam colony of southwest Delhi. His appeal against the conviction is pending in the Supreme Court. 2 other appeals are also currently pending before the High Court against his acquittal in 2 other cases by the trial courts. Now we have my colleague Piyush Pandey now joining us straight from the Supreme Court. Piyush ji, बताइए ये सजा दी गई है लाइफ टर्म फॉर सज्जन कुमार.
Yes, Krishna, today Special Court Rouse Avenue given life imprisonment sentence to Sajjan Kumar. You know, this case reopened after SIT recommendation in 2016 and also in 2018 Rouse Avenue Court, Delhi High Court has given a life sentence to Sajjan Kumar, and that is serving by Sajjan Kumar in Tihar jail. This case is very important because the father and son duo was killed in 1984 anti-Sikh riot. After that, the court given a clean chit in 1995, and when the government changed in 2015, government formed a SIT, and SIT recommended that there is a need of reinvestigation, and after reinvestigation the case reopened, and now today Rouse Avenue Court given life sentence to Sajjan Kumar after 40 years of 1984 anti-Sikh riots, and now he will be served 2 concurrent life sentence in Tihar jail. After that, a verdict has came today afternoon. Yes, Krishna.
Right, Piyush there getting us the latest on that from India's top court, the Supreme Court. Thank you, Piyush. Let's now listen to some of the reactions that have come in on this big story.
हम 40 सालों से आ रहे तरीकों पे हर तरीकों पे एक तारीख भी मिस नहीं होती थी, हर तरीकों पे आते हैं. हमें आज थोड़ा सा विश्वास था कि हमें इंसाफ ही ले जाएगा, कि सज्जन कुमार को पहले ही फांसी उम्र कैद की सजा है. हमने सोचा था कि आज इसको फांसी होएगी. मैं ये चाहती हूँ कि जसवंत सिंह, बलवंत सिंह, केर सिंह को उनको फांसी दी गई थी जब इंदिरा गांधी को मारा गया था, तो इनको लिए कोई फांसी क्यों नहीं बनी?
40 साल इंतजार करते हो गया. 40 साल में हमें ये इनाम दिया कि उसको फिर जिंदा रखा. कहते वो 80 साल का है, तो 80 साल का है तो हम क्या करें, हमारा क्या दोष था. उसको तो फांसी होनी चाहिए.
Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister M.K. Stalin announced an all-party meeting on the 5th of March to discuss the proposed delimitation process. Stalin warned that Tamil Nadu could lose 8 parliamentary seats, reducing its Lok Sabha representation from 39 to 31. The Chief Minister described the delimitation exercise as a quote-unquote sword hanging over our heads, stating that Tamil Nadu is being forced into a battle for its political rights.
அளவோடு பெற்று வளமோடு வாழ வேண்டும் என்று பிரச்சாரம், குடும்ப கட்டுப்பாடு பிரச்சாரம். அதை நாம் தொடர்ந்து கடைபிடித்த காரணத்தால் தான் இன்றைக்கு தொகுதி மறுசீரமைப்பு வருகிற போது நாடாளுமன்ற தொகுதியும் குறைக்கப்படக்கூடிய சூழல் ஏற்பட்டிருக்கிறது. இப்படி பார்த்தால் அதிகம் பெற்றிருக்கலாம். நம்ம விட அதிகம் பெறக்கூடிய திறமை யாருக்கு இந்த நாட்டிற்கு இந்த மாநிலத்தில் ஏனென்றால் நாமெல்லாம் தமிழர்கள். ஆனால்தான் மும்மொழி கொள்கையை நாம் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள முடியாது. இருமொழி கொள்கை தான் எங்களுக்கு வேண்டும் என்று சொல்லுகிற ஆற்றல் அப்படியிருக்கிறோம். 5000 அல்ல 10,000 கொடுத்தாலும் 10,000 கோடி ரூபாய் கொடுத்தாலும் நாங்கள் மும்மொழி கொள்கை ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள மாட்டோம், அதை கையெழுத்து கொள்ள மாட்டோம் என்று நான் தெளிவாக சொல்லியிருக்கிறேன். ஆகவே அது
Now that meeting, the all-party meeting that MK Sajjan has called for is set to include 40 registered political parties to strategize against the move which Stalin argues will unfairly benefit northern states at the expense of the south. The proposed delimitation involves redrawing constituency boundaries and seat allocation based on population, a move that southern states have long opposed. The meeting on the 5th of March is expected to set Tamil Nadu's course of action on this critical issue.
Delimitation shall be based only on population is still not confirmed news, and it's still not known. Delimitation exercise is aimed at the representation, the right representation of the people based on population is what they believe to be. But going forward, if India were to become a superpower by 2047, delimitation should be based on the contribution of the state as well, not with respect to population alone. I think that will be the main criteria that will drive delimitation. So it's too early to make assumption. So I would say that MK Sajjan has reacted based on his own assumptions of the people who had briefed him that that's how it's going to be. Population is certainly a cause of concern as far as India is concerned. It's already in the #1 populated nation in the world. So to give everybody everything what they ask for is a daunting task, since the resources are very scarce. So going by it, Tamil Nadu had topped the list of population control with respect to the schemes laid down by the central government 40 years ago, based on which the devolution was agreed upon. So talking about population as one of the main parameter for delimitation might not hold merit. We have to wait and watch when the central government comes out to say that if they want to start the delimitation exercise, how many MPs are going to be increased on what parameters. It will be a daunting task. We have to wait and watch.
Now we have my colleague Gautam Shankar joining us live from Bengaluru for more. Gautam, Stalin is asking the whole of the South to unite, not just Tamil Nadu, against delimitation. But the question here is he jumping the gun?
That appears to be the case here, Krishna, doesn't it? Because right now, Tamil Nadu CM MK Stalin has called for an all-party meeting, and he's going to send out invites to all the 40 registered parties with the election commission. And he's seeing this delimitation exercise as a major threat to all the South Indian states, considering that he feels that the representation of MP seats, the Lok Sabha seats from these southern states will be considerably reduced. But like the ADMK spokesperson also said that it's a matter of perception, it's a matter of assumption right now that the delimitation exercise will simply be conducted on the basis of population alone. It could also, one of the primary things that is also being talked about is that the kind of progress the state has done, that could also be considered as well. And keep in mind, the delimitation exercise, the whole process itself will not begin until 2026. So it seems like MK Stalin has jumped this gun in one way, but it could also be he could also be seen as a visionary if it indeed so happens that the delimitation happens on population basis. Keep in mind that in Tamil Nadu we have 39 Lok Sabha seats. Now what Stalin is claiming is that the number of seats could come down to 31 if the delimitation exercise is undertaken only on the basis of population. And he's also going on to say that Tamil Nadu has taken on a lot of steps to ensure that population remains in control, and we are not one of those states like Uttar Pradesh or Bihar where there's been a massive population surge, and we have done an exercise to control the population. So we are being punished is what is the kind of statement that he's making here, Krishna.
Right. Gautam Shankar there joining us. Thank you, Gautam. Let's now also listen to what BJP's Vice President of its Tamil Nadu unit, Narayan Tirupati, had to say.
Now, how did he know that the delimitation will happen only on population? That is what the simple question we are asking. There is no doubt that South India, particularly Tamil Nadu, has definitely done well in controlling the population. Yes, we appreciate. It is the people who have done that. So, right, but how do you say it is going to be done like that only? That is wrong. That's what I said. A chief minister should talk responsibly. He should know what he is talking. Don't try to create confused people. That is what he is doing.
Now, amid the ongoing language row, Tamil Nadu's actor turned politician Ranjana Nachiyar has resigned from the Bharatiya Janata Party, citing the imposition of the three-language policy as a significant error. In her resignation statement, Ranjana Nachiyar said and expressed strong disapproval of the policy. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has said that the state was ready for another language war. He was referring to the fierce riots of the 1930s and 1960s on this issue. Tensions rose between the centre and the Tamil Nadu state government over the alleged imposition of Hindi through the national education policy. Stalin accused the centre of politicizing education and withholding crucial funds from the state. Earlier, Stalin had made it clear that Tamil Nadu would not sign the NEP or national education policy even if the union government offered substantial financial assistance. Last week, M.K. Stalin and Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan had a language policy face-off through letters. Pradhan had urged the state government to rise above politics. There were also verbal spats between Tamil Nadu's Deputy Chief Minister Udayanidhi Stalin and BJP State President Annamalai over the issue. In the latest on the Telangana tunnel collapse, BRS Working President K.T. Rama Rao and Senior Leader Harish Rao has called out the Telangana government for its inaction over the SLBC tunnel collapse, stating that there is still no clarity on the issue and the rescue operations were delayed for a long time. KTR called the incident a failure of the Congress government in Telangana. He said, and I quote, "Such a series of incidents is happening due to the collusion with contractors, the evasion of supervision in the hunt for commissions and the complete compromise on quality standards. If anyone is trapped inside this roof collapse incident, rescue operations should be carried out on a war footing to bring them out safely," unquote. Terming the SLBC tunnel roof collapse as a reflection of the state government's inefficiency and inability, Siddipet MLA T. Harish Rao echoed KTR statements and demanded an immediate inquiry by the National Dam Safety Authority. He accused the state government of taking no precautionary measures despite knowing that the earth was falling little by little in the tunnel for the past 4 days. He stated on social media platform X that it came to his notice that some of the workers trapped inside were seriously injured and that there could be more workers trapped inside. Rescuers are battling to pull out 8 workers who are trapped inside the tunnel, a portion of which collapsed on the 22nd of February, with rescue operations now entering the 4th day. The situation has become more difficult with heavy seepage of water and mud. Meanwhile, rat miners from Uttarakhand have surveyed the tunnel collapse site and have started their operations as well. Nagar Kurnool District Collector B. Santosh has maintained that 2 rescue teams of the Army as well as the National Disaster Response Force were deploying machinery to cover the final 40 meters. However, Minister Jupalli Krishna Rao, who was overseeing the rescue operations, said the chances of survival of the 8 persons who were trapped were very remote. News agency ANI reported that Larsen and Toubro was deploying an endoscopic camera through which the inside of the tunnel could be monitored. Meanwhile, the family members of 4 workers from Jharkhand who have been trapped have left for Telangana.